Alright, hey everybody. So I have got a piece of hornstone here, biface. I'm actually not sure if this was some of Brad Moore's material or not, or if this was, I think it was. But I had hornstone from a couple different people, so I'm not 100% sure. But anyways, see if we can do something with it. It's pretty thick. So we got to see if we can get her thinned out here. I got to get used to working a little harder stone again. I've been working really easy, soft stuff. Not that this is that hard. I just, it's harder than what I've been knapping. A little harder stone. And it is an adjustment going from one to the other. So, let's see here. Had a little crack down there at the end. But the crack's gone, and I ran a nice flake in there to help thin it out. Those were just short flakes to come in there to kind of, because this was real high, I just want to smooth it into that. Okay. We are getting thinner. Maybe not fast enough, I don't know. And I've been percussion knapping slabs, so I gotta that's one of my honeybees hanging out. I'm not sure exactly what she wants. She's down there on my leg. If you guys can see that, there she is right there. Anyways, she come to visit, I guess. Probably saying, come feed me some sugar syrup. This time of year, I'm usually feeding sugar syrup. Get them ready for winter. But, none of that sugar syrup goes into my honey. It's only for the bottom boxes, not any of the honey supers. A lot of people start swatting out a bee like that. Anytime a honeybee, this does not apply to wasps, but anytime a honeybee is flying around you, away from their hive, you got absolutely nothing to worry about. Those are field bees. They got no interest in stinging you, being mean, any of that stuff. They're just out looking for stuff to take back to the hive. If you go to trying to smash them, then you might get yourself stung, but I help thinner out some. We'll get rid of that stuff as we go along here. Most of these flakes are going quite a ways. But we're still fat. I mean, we are still fat. I'm going to drop down to indirect. We're going to go with the big dog. I'm going to go with the big dog. This is number 4. Let's see what we can do with the number 4. I like all the different sizes, but this number 4, which is the largest, most definitely has its place. It'll send flakes that it probably shouldn't send. Or you wouldn't think it could send, you know. I don't know if I'm saying that right or not. These flexi sticks are the training wheels of indirect, I believe. Just my opinion, but they do work exceedingly easy. I mean, you still got to have some experience, but little inward pressure, just stripping thin flakes off there. That one didn't. All I'm hitting on is these low areas. Any of these low areas, I'm hitting on those. And not every one of them's going. If your flake's not going, give it some more inward pressure, just like that, and you'll get them going. Usually. Not always, but usually. The training wheels of indirect. I've sold quite a few of these lately, and I hope everyone likes them as much as I do. I hope they help people. Maybe make things not quite so frustrating. This number 4 is handling this material real nice. I wish I wouldn't have got that, but I should be able to get it from the other side without too much difficulty. Well, that number 4 is putting in work today. It's doing a nice job. Yes, sir, it is. Putting in work. Oh, it went over and then hit there, but it left it in there. Sure enough, did. The number 4 has so much mass to it because it's such a significant piece of copper that it will really force flakes through, just because of the physics of it. It's just got the mass, you know. I see people hitting on things, and I was too, with an issue stick like this, with not the same kind of tip, but basically the same thing, hitting on that plastic thing, and you lose all your energy, and people fight it, and I was one of them. And I bought a lot of copper, a lot of aluminum, a lot of steel, and made a lot of different sticks to come up with these flexi sticks. And it took a while. It was a lot of time spent figuring all that stuff out. And I am pretty proud of them. I mean, even if I was the only one using them, I'd still be pretty proud of them, because they've changed my napping for sure, and the things that I can do. So, all right, we're going to regularize this dude. Number 4, put in the work. I do have a couple of things there that we'll probably sort out, hopefully, when we get to the get down to the nitty-gritty there. Well, I don't know what's going on with my breathing, but look at that. Pop that. She gone. That was a she gone moment right there. Pop that dude right off there. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. But anyways, I don't know what's going on with my breathing, but... And you really notice it when you're watching these videos, because the camera is literally 6 inches from my mouth, more or less. So my breathing sounds worse. Someone sent me a message and said, hey, are you all right? You're breathing awfully heavy. And yeah, I'm fine. I just I got a little bit of a cold and maybe some allergies. I don't know, but I have asthma anyways. And any little breathing thing really affects it, but I'm breathing fine. Just sounds terrible in the microphone of the camera. I can eliminate that by using an actual microphone. Problem is that I was throwing away video after video after video because I would be having some sort of problem with the microphone, and it also sounded like I was in a I don't know, just had a bunch of funky sounds that were put in there, and it may have been the microphone I was using. Maybe need to try something different or better, but I don't know. I should make a little turkey tail out of that piece of hornstone, shouldn't I? I love these large abraders, big abraders for shaping. Yeah, the more I think about it, this is Brad's material. I remember going over there and pulling out the box and thinking that I need to nap some of his stuff. And I really wanted a percussion. Hit something with a billet today. I love doing indirect, don't get me wrong, but once in a while I like to just hit something with a billet. Now the thicker obsidian 1/2 inch slabs, you can billet those down into your biface, then switch over to indirect. All right, we're going to drop down to a number 3 flexi stick. And I got some chunks coming out of the edge. Doggone it. Yep, going for a little turkey tail here, which don't have any choice but to go for a turkey tail now. The way I got it. Oh, it could always be changed, but been a minute since I've made a turkey tail, so that's what we're going to try for. Was it even on camera? It probably was. Well, let's hope so. All right. We're in frame. You guys can see. It's got some crystal-y stuff in there. That's making that spot a little crunchy. That's a bit of an adjustment going from softer rock to like a cooked mookaite to a Warden-Evacuate to Hornstone. That's an adjustment. And I had a piece of Evacuate here I was gonna knapp. I looked over and seen this and said, oh, go ahead and see if I can do something with that. The jury's still out on that one. Well, where them crystals are, it's hard. There's not a lot of them. It's just right here in this spot right here, which I've ran into that in Hornstone a lot. A lot of it has that. I did get some big percussion slabs one time. Can't remember who I got them from. I think I got them from Chris's Rocks. And there was nothing crystal-y in that. It was just I've gotten Hornstone from several people here in the last, months, and honestly, it got mixed up for the most part, and except for those percussion slabs I was telling you about. But I'm pretty positive this is Brad's material, and it's very nice. Very nice. That didn't work. In case you're wondering, this is a number 2 stick I'm messing with here. I don't know that it's got enough oomph to blast through this crystallite stuff. Yes, it did. But it's breaking away there in that crystallite stuff. Ran the flake across okay, but think about taking a little short one in right there. Not going to be a very big turkey tail, but I'm alright with that. Ah, doggone, I hit it too hard. I forgot what I was doing there and forgot that was supposed to just be a little short flake. Oh, we got her off there. May not be nothing left to it. The rate I'm going. I gotta bring a flake across that, clean that mess off. There we go. She gone. Wasn't a big she gone moment, but it was a she gone moment. Boy, I am liking putting those little bitty hinges in there, ain't I? Have to try and flip those out of there. All right. I guess we need to start getting down to the brass tacks here. We're not going to have any point left. It took a little bit more to get that thinned out than I thought it was going to. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get underneath those or not. Issue stick, I guess. An issue stick sure is a lot easier on you than a hand flaker. That crystally stuff. Come on, get in there. I gotta bring this whole end over. I did manage to get some good flakes in there. A lot of inward pressure there. A lot of inward pressure. I guess that spot right there might be my notch, where that little crystal pocket is. It's got a little dig out there. Yeah, I guess that could be my notch area. Dang, edge just keeps giving up on me. It's crystally. Afraid to hit it with. All right, that was better. So some of this is gonna go away because I'm gonna do my style of turkey tail. Rather than your traditional turkey tail. Oh, man. All right. Going right in there on that crystal. I twisted it and broke that off a little bit. Twisted my tool. That one's down a little bit lower than the other one. I'm going to sharpen that. As soon as I'm done here, I'm going to go mix up some sugar syrup for my bees. You can probably hear them buzzing around there. It's that time of year. They're looking for anything they could find. Try to store up for winter. I also put sugar blocks. I have top feeders, so I can feed liquid feed this time of year, like heavy syrup and stuff. And then in the wintertime, I can dump about 10 pounds of sugar right on top. I pull these one things out, which allows the bees access to the feeder, and you dump the sugar in there, and the moisture within a day or two turns it into a lot of moisture in a beehive. And within a day or so, it's a solid block. And it gives them some extra food through winter. A lot of hives starve out. Starve out in the wintertime. Usually about February, March, somewhere in there. They'll starve out. If they weren't able to put away enough nectar for the year. And this year was weird because we didn't have a honeysuckle flow, nectar flow for the honeysuckle, because the honeysuckle just started blooming out good, and we had a freeze, and that killed all the honeysuckle. And that's a pretty major flow. So anyways, it also, that freeze froze everything else. There was blackberries in the spring, but bees were all over those early in the spring, but it wasn't enough of a flow to make honey off of, just enough for them to survive. We actually didn't get any honey this year. And I'm blaming that on the year that we had here locally. But it could just be because I suck at bees. I don't know. That's a possibility. Let's see, we're up to 48 minutes. So we're going to be over an hour again, I'm sure. Keep on keeping on. That's one thing about filming. For whatever reason, I can't get if I take a pause and the camera restarts and I have to start another segment, another section of film, then the sound won't sync. So part of the problem with filming is that you gotta just keep going, otherwise it'd be a 7-hour video, right? You can't really take much time to reflect on what's happening. I mean, you can take pauses, but you can't pause too long because the thing will start over again, then the sound won't sync, then you got a part 1 and part 2. And I'm not sure everyone likes that part 1, part 2 stuff. I know me personally, I'd rather just see it and be done with it. But must have something sweet around here. Because she's here and not wanting to go away. It's not my best work. They can't all be winners, I guess. Not that it's that bad. I just and it ain't done yet. We'll see. We'll see how it turns out. There we go, we got that off there. All right, not looking too bad. I didn't get any coffee this morning. No drop. All right, we're starting to shape up a little bit here. Starting to shape up a little bit. Starting to shape up a little bit. About time she cooperated. Wasn't the stone, it was me. Yeah, she's starting to get a little bit of shape to her. Starting to get a little bit of shape to her. Plain old turkey tail is a beautiful point. I just like to dress them up a little bit. Give them some curves. I like curvy things. Yeah, and she's curvy. She's curvy, edge is straight, all that good stuff, so. Take it in just a little bit more. Right in here. Yeah, just to give it a little bit more attitude. Yeah. A little bit more attitude. She ain't bad. She ain't bad. Thought about listing some of my points. I sell some points. A few here and there. Don't make a big effort of it, but I do sell a few. But I thought about, because I'm like everyone else, right? You got buckets. Pretty soon you got points everywhere. Don't take very long for them to build up. And so I was going to sell some. I was going to put them on the website along with the link to the video where that point was napped. If the point was napped on video. I was going to sell some points like that. All right. I need my other pad here. Except I don't know what I've done with it. What did I do with it? Hold on. It was under my feet. Y'all were probably looking right at it going, it's right there, dummy. That should be the first place I look, right? Because I knock everything on the ground. I need to break a little piece off there without breaking the... That one went in there a little bit. I was digging at it and it just kind of... got in there further than I wanted it to. Had a little crystally spot there. This may not have been sharp enough either. If you're using a tool like that, you got to keep it pretty sharp. I'll tell you what I have been able to do here lately. I've been able to walk my mailbox. Now it's a little bit of a walk to my mailbox, not a long walk, but it's probably, a few hundred yards. Probably. A couple hundred anyways. Anyways, with my back the way it was, I haven't been able to walk to the mailbox. I have to take the buggy for ever. It was like that. I just couldn't stand long enough to walk that far. And now, I mean, I have other things I can't do now, but that's one thing that I can do. I can walk the mailbox, and I enjoy doing that. So I believe we got her. So I've been calling those the just wing it. Just wing it points. Just wing it points. And I think that's it. I think that's all I'm going to do to it. Tip needs just a tiny bit of something there. Yep, so it's your classic turkey tail with a twist. Because I don't like to do anything normal. Well, you guys are probably like, what is he doing? But, yep, here we go. Just wing it turkey tail. That's a Danny Collins turkey tail right there. Brad Moore made one at one time. I was in the hospital all laid up, and no one was making any videos at the time really, and just sparsely. And I sent Brad a message and said, "Man, I need something to watch." And he made one. So if y'all haven't checked out his video on making the just wing it turkey tail, check it out. I think he made it out of mookite even. But all right, we'll see you on the next one. Keep napping.